There is a massive change happening in real estate today. And if you own a second home here in the Hideout, you're standing on the front lines. For 20 plus years, home appraisals have basically been appraisers' opinions, written in story format. But as of this month, those stories are dead. They've been replaced by a data-driven system called UAD 3.6. And if you're an out-of-state owner, this is either your biggest risk or your secret weapon. But under these new rules, if you aren't there to defend your data, the system defaults your home to average. I'm Mark Bond with Century 21 Select Group, and today I'm breaking down the 3 things that you really need to know about the 2026 appraisal mandate and how my appraisal advocacy program is putting thousands of dollars back into my sellers' pockets. So let's talk about the absolute scale. In the old days, an appraiser might say, your house is nice, but the neighbor's house is falling down. That's called a relative rating. Under UAD 3.6, that's gone. Now everything is graded on absolute grade. We're talking quality grades and condition grades. And your kitchen isn't just upgraded anymore. It's now categorized by very specific data points. What kind of stone, level, cabinetry, are the appliances integrated? The computer just doesn't care about charm, it cares about structured data. If you don't provide the spec sheets for your quartz or your granite or the brand of your custom flooring, the appraiser software will default your Q3 or to Q4. In a market like the Hideout, that one default, that click, that can cost you $20,000 in valuation instantly. Now you want to pay attention to this because this is the part that's catching everyone off guard. I call it the 36-month clock. To get that top tier C2 like new rating, the new 2026 guidelines are looking for a very specific window. If your home has been fully renovated, that work must have been completed within the last 36 months. If you finished your dream kitchen 34 months ago, you're still like new. But if you hit month 37, the software pushes you into the C3 well-maintained category. And here's the problem. Appraisers aren't detectives. If they walk into your home and guess that your renovation looks 4 years old instead of 3, you lose. So stopping the clock is the only way to win. You need verified permits, final invoices, receipts, ready the second the appraiser steps into your porch. If you don't have that paper trail, the clock wins every time. The 2026 update, they also added mandatory fields that most agents aren't even looking at yet. Disaster mitigation in our wooded communities, fire-resistant siding, fortified roofing, checking all the boxes. If you have them, they're finally being tracked as add-on values. The digital footprint, believe it or not, broadband availability is now a required field. If your lake house has speed fiber optics, that's a standardized feature that differentiates your home from the cabin down the road. In that dead zone, we all know about the dead zones in the Hideout. If your agent isn't highlighting these in your appraisal packet, you're leaving money on the table. Here's the reality for my out-of-state sellers. Most of you, you live in New York, Jersey, or Philly. You can't drive 2 hours on a Tuesday morning just to hand an appraiser a folder of receipts. Most agents, they'll just leave a lockbox code and hope for the best. Well, that's not the way I work. My representation for you includes a specialized service that I call appraisal advocacy. First, I build your UAD data packet. I track down your permits, your material specs, and all your renovation dates. Second, I'm physically there. I meet the appraiser at your home. I walk them through the absolute quality features. I point out the disaster mitigation upgrades. I ensure that they have all the facts needed to stop the clock on your 36-month window. And if upgrades are beyond the clock, I point out the quality and condition features that add valuation to an otherwise average rating. I'm your boots on the ground, defending your equity so that you don't have to leave your office or your family to do it yourself. And finally, I want to mention the one-shot rule. Here's why this matters now. Under the new rules, you only get one shot at a reconsideration of value. If the appraisal comes back low because of a data error, we only get one formal appeal. So don't wait for that error to happen. Let's get it right the first time. If you want a pre-appraisal grade on your home using the 2026 Q&C scales, I'm offering a free walkthrough for Hideout owners prior to strategically putting your home on the market, because that's important. Comment prep in the comments below, and I'll send you my 2026 appraisal prep checklist. And if you have questions, as always, give me a call. I'm Mark with Century 21 Select Group, and I'm here to make sure your home gets the first class valuation it deserves. Thank you for watching.